Don't scroll. I know you've been feeling it. That nagging sense that something was off. That whisper in the back of your mind that you couldn't quite hear. That feeling that there was more to the story than you were being told. You weren't paranoid. There was something. A secret. A big one. Something they hid from you. Even when you were close. Even when you were sharing your hearts. Even when you thought there were no secrets between you. They hid it. Not because they didn't care. Because they were ashamed. Ashamed of what they did. Ashamed of who they were. Ashamed of what you might think. So they hid it. Behind smiles. Behind words. Behind promises. Behind the intimacy you thought was real. But secrets have a way of surfacing. Not because you're nosy. Because truth cannot be buried forever. And today, the truth is surfacing. Not to hurt you. To free you. Free you from the illusion that you knew them. Free you from the guilt of not seeing what you couldn't see. Free you from the lie that the failure was yours. The failure was theirs. Their secret. Their shame. Their choice to hide. Not your fault. Not your failure. Not your responsibility. They hid this big thing. Even when you were having the best moments of your relationship. Even when you were laughing together. Even when you were making love. Even when you were planning a future. They were hiding. And you didn't know. Not because you were naive. Because they were good at hiding. Good at wearing masks. Good at saying the right things. Good at making you believe. They fooled you. Not because you're stupid. Because they're skilled. Skilled at deception. Skilled at manipulation. Skilled at keeping secrets. And you were not the only one they fooled. They fooled everyone. Family. Friends. Co-workers. Everyone thought they knew them. No one knew the secret. Until now. So take a breath. Put your phone down on a flat surface if you need to. Put your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. I put it there. I am keeping it beating. And I am about to tell you what they hid. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Let me tell you what they hid. Not the details, those are between them and me. The heart of it. They hid a relationship. Not with you. With someone else. Before you. During you. Behind you. A connection they couldn't break. A person they couldn't let go. A bond they kept alive even when they promised you it was dead. They hid it. Not because it was innocent. Because they knew it was wrong. They knew you would be hurt. They knew you would be angry. They knew you might leave. So they hid it. And let you believe you were the only one. You weren't. Not because you weren't enough. Because they weren't faithful. Not because you failed. Because they lied. Not because you were blind. Because they were deceptive. They hid this big thing. Even when you were having the best times. Even when they said, I love you. Even when they held you close. Even when they promised forever. They were hiding. And the secret was eating them alive. Not because they had a conscience. Because secrets are heavy. And heavy things wear you down. They have been wearing down. Not visibly. Slowly. Losing sleep. Losing peace. Losing themselves. Not because you did anything wrong. Because they did. And the weight of their secret has been crushing them. Not obviously. Internally. They have been dying inside. Not from guilt. From exhaustion. Exhaustion from pretending. Exhaustion from hiding. Exhaustion from living a lie. And now, the lie is collapsing. Not because you exposed it. Because I did. I am the God of truth. And I do not let lies stand forever. The secret is out. Not to everyone. To you. You are the first to know. Not because you deserve the pain. Because you deserve the truth. And the truth will set you free. Not from the pain. From the deception. Not from the past. From its power over you. Not from the memory. From the lie that it was your fault. It wasn't. The secret was theirs. The shame is theirs. The failure is theirs. You are free. Not because you did everything right. Because you did nothing wrong. You loved. You trusted. You believed. That's not wrong. That's beautiful. Their deception does not diminish your love. It reveals their brokenness. And broken people break things. Even love. Especially love. Because love is fragile. And fragile things break when handled by broken hands. Their hands were broken. Not because you didn't heal them. Because they wouldn't let you. They chose to hide. To pretend. To lie. Not because you weren't safe. Because they weren't ready. Ready to be honest. Ready to be vulnerable. Ready to be real. They weren't ready. So they hid. And you got hurt. Not because you were weak. Because they were wounded. Wounded people wound people. Not because they want to. Because they're hurt. And hurt people hurt. They hurt you. Not intentionally. But truly. And the hidden secret is the proof. Not of your failure. Of theirs. So do not carry their shame. It is not yours. Do not carry their guilt. It is not yours. Do not carry their failure. It is not yours. Release it. Not to them. To me. I will carry it. Not because it's light. Because I am strong. And I am asking you to give it to me. Give me their shame. Their guilt. Their failure. Not because you're weak. Because you're wise. Wisdom knows when to let go. Let go. And be free. Don't scroll. Stay with me. This is where most people want to hold on to the pain. Don't. Here's what the hidden secret means for you. It means you can stop blaming yourself. You've been blaming yourself. Thinking you should have seen it. Should have known. Should have asked more questions. Stop. You couldn't have seen it. Because they didn't want you to. They hid it well. Not because you're blind. Because they're deceptive. Deception is designed to fool. And you were fooled. Not because you're stupid. Because you're human. And humans can be fooled. Especially by people they love. Love makes us trust. Trust makes us vulnerable. Vulnerability makes us susceptible. You were susceptible. Not because you're weak. Because you loved. And loving is not weakness. It is courage. You were courageous. Not foolish. Brave. You loved with an open heart. And they took advantage. Not because you deserved it. Because they were broken. Their brokenness took advantage of your openness. Not your fault. Theirs. So stop blaming yourself. Not because you're perfect. Because you're not responsible. Responsible for your choices. Not theirs. You chose to love. That was good. They chose to hide. That was bad. Not your fault. Theirs. So stop blaming yourself. And start healing. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here's what else the hidden secret means for you. It means you can stop trying to figure them out. You've been trying to understand. To analyze. To make sense of their behavior. Stop. You will never fully understand. Not because you're not smart. Because you're not them. And you cannot get inside their head. Only I can. And I am not going to tell you everything. Not because I am hiding. Because you don't need to know. You need to heal. Not understand. Healing does not require understanding. Healing requires releasing. Releasing the need to know why. Releasing the need to make sense of it. Releasing the need to figure them out. Release. Not because you don't care. Because you care about yourself. And caring about yourself means letting go of what you cannot control. You cannot control their choices. Their secrets. Their lies. You can only control your response. Release the need to understand. And embrace the need to heal. So stop trying to figure them out. And start focusing on yourself. Your healing. Your growth. Your future. That is within your control. Focus there. Not on them. Don't scroll. This is where everything shifts. Here's what you need to do now. Not confront them. Heal. Confrontation will not help you heal. It may not even change them. But healing will help you. Not because it's easy. Because it's necessary. Heal. Not by ignoring the pain. By moving through it. Feel the pain. Acknowledge it. Name it. Then release it. Not by pretending it didn't happen. By giving it to me. I can carry it. You can't. So give it to me. Heal. Not overnight. But truly. One day at a time. As you pray. As you rest. As you trust. Heal. Not in your strength. In mine. I am the healer. Not a technique. Not a process. Not time. Me. Come to me. Bring your broken heart. I will heal it. Not instantly. But truly. One layer at a time. So heal. Not by confronting. By coming. Come to me. And heal. Don't scroll. Stay with me. We're halfway through part 1. Here's what else you need to do. Forgive. Not because they deserve it. Because you need to be free. Unforgiveness will keep you tied to them. Not them. You. It will keep you stuck in the past. Replaying the pain. Reliving the betrayal. And you deserve to move forward. So forgive. Not with your feelings. With your will. Choose to forgive. Even if you don't feel like it. Feelings follow choices. Choose. And forgive. Not once. Every day. As the hurt rises, forgive again. And again. Until the hurt loses its power. Forgiveness is not a one-time event. It is a process. A process that leads to freedom. Your freedom. So forgive. Not for them. For you. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here's what I want you to take with you. They hid this big thing. Even when you were having the best moments. Not because you weren't enough. Because they weren't faithful. Now you know. Now you can heal. Not by confronting. By coming to me. Not by understanding. By releasing. Not by blaming yourself. By forgiving. You are not responsible for their secret. You are responsible for your healing. So heal. Not in your strength. In mine. Come to me. I am waiting. Not to scold. To heal. Come. And bring your broken heart. I will mend it. Not overnight. But truly. One day at a time. Trust me. Not because you understand. Because I am good. And good heals. So come. And heal. Breathe. Put your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. I put it there. I am keeping it beating. I am not going to stop. And neither should you. Because the secret is out. And you are free. Not from the pain. From the deception. Not from the past. From its power over you. Not from the memory. From the lie. Free. Now heal. I am with you. Every step. Don't scroll. Part 2 is here. And if you made it through part 1, if you stayed when everything in you wanted to hold on to the pain, then you're ready for what comes next. Because part 1 was about the secret. What they hid. Why they hid it. How it hurt you. Part 2 is about walking away from the deception. Not because you don't care. Because you care about yourself. Not because you're angry. Because you're wise. Not because you're giving up. Because you're growing up. Walking away is not failure. Walking away is freedom. Freedom from the lies. Freedom from the secrets. Freedom from the person who couldn't be honest with you. You deserve honesty. You deserve transparency. You deserve someone who doesn't hide. They couldn't give you that. Not because you're not worth it. Because they're not capable. Their capacity for honesty is small. Not because you're too much. Because they're too little. Too little courage. Too little integrity. Too little love. They couldn't give you what you needed. So now you must walk away. Not in anger. In wisdom. Not in revenge. In self-respect. Not in bitterness. In hope. Hope that there is someone who can be honest. Hope that there is someone who won't hide. Hope that there is someone who will cherish your heart, not deceive it. That someone is out there. Not because you deserve them. Because I am good. And good gives. But you won't find them while you're still stuck here. Walking away is not the end. It is the beginning. The beginning of your search for honesty. The beginning of your healing. The beginning of your new life. So take a breath. Stay with me. Don't scroll. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to help you walk away without looking back. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the first thing you need to understand about walking away. It is not abandonment. It is self-preservation. You are not abandoning them. You are protecting yourself. There's a difference. Abandonment says, I don't care what happens to you. Self-preservation says, I care about what happens to me. Not selfishly. Wisely. You cannot help them if you are destroyed. You cannot love them if you have no love left for yourself. You cannot give if you have nothing left to give. So walking away is not abandonment. It is self-preservation. Not because you don't love them. Because you love yourself. And loving yourself is not selfish. It is necessary. Because you cannot give what you don't have. And right now, you don't have much left. They took it. Not maliciously. Carelessly. But they took it. Your trust. Your hope. Your peace. They took it. And now you need to refill. Not from them. From me. I am the source. Not other people. Me. Come to me. I will give you rest. Not from responsibility. From exhaustion. Not from love. From depletion. Not from life. From the weight of carrying what you were never meant to carry. Come to me. And I will refill you. Not overnight. But truly. One day at a time. As you walk away. Not from love. From depletion. Walk away. And come to me. Don't scroll. Stay with me. This is where most people want to stay and fix. Don't. Here is the second thing you need to understand about walking away. It is not giving up. It is growing up. Giving up says, I can't do this anymore. Growing up says, I deserve better than this. There's a difference. Giving up is defeat. Growing up is maturity. You are not defeated. You are maturing. Maturing into someone who knows their worth. Someone who will not tolerate being deceived. Someone who will protect their heart. Not because you're hard. Because you're wise. Wisdom is not hardness. Wisdom is knowing when to stay and when to go. And you know. Not because you're angry. Because you're clear. The relationship is not healthy. The person is not honest. The situation is not safe. Not for your heart. So walking away is not giving up. It is growing up. It is saying, I have learned. I have grown. I deserve more. Not arrogantly. Humbly. Humbly knowing that you are worthy of honesty. Honesty that doesn't hide. Honesty that doesn't deceive. Honesty that doesn't betray. You deserve more. Not because you're perfect. Because you're precious. And precious things deserve protection. So walk away. Not in defeat. In maturity. Not in anger. In wisdom. Not in bitterness. In self-respect. Walk away. And grow. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the third thing you need to understand about walking away. It is not the end. It is the beginning. The end of being deceived. The beginning of being free. The end of being lied to. The beginning of being honest with yourself. The end of being hurt. The beginning of healing. Walking away is not the end of your story. It is the end of a chapter. A painful chapter. A chapter of deception. But chapters end. And new chapters begin. The new chapter is about healing. About growth. About honesty. Not about a new person. About a new you. A you who knows their worth. A you who will not tolerate being deceived. A you who will protect their heart. Not by closing it. By guarding it. There's a difference. Closing says, no one gets in. Guarding says, only the right ones get in. You are learning to guard. Not to close. To guard. So that when the right person comes, you will be ready. Not cynical. Discerning. Not bitter. Wise. Not closed. Protected. Walking away is preparing you for the love that is coming. Not the love that deceives. The love that is honest. Not the love that hides. The love that is transparent. Not the love that hurts. The love that heals. That love is coming. Not because you deserve it. Because I am good. And good gives. So walk away. Not from love. From deception. Not from your future. From your past. Not from hope. from false hope. Walk away. And prepare for what is coming. Don't scroll. This is where everything shifts. Here is the fourth thing you need to understand about walking away. You will grieve. Not because you made the wrong choice. Because loss is loss. Even when the relationship was unhealthy, it was still a relationship. You invested time, emotion, hope. You loved. And love lost is worth grieving. So grieve. Not because you're weak. Because you're human. And humans grieve what they have lost. Even when what they lost was not good for them. Even when what they lost needed to be lost. Grieve. Not forever. For now. Let the tears come. Let the sadness come. Let the questions come. Grieve. And let the grief do its work. Grief clears the way for new life. Not quickly. But truly. So grieve. And let the grief prepare you. For what comes next. Which is not more pain. More healing. Not more loss. More gain. Not more confusion. More clarity. Grieve. And heal. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the fifth thing you need to understand about walking away. You will doubt. Not because you're making the wrong choice. Because change is hard. Your mind will question. What if I'm wrong? What if they change? What if I'm being too harsh? These doubts are normal. Not because you're wrong. Because you're human. And humans doubt. Even when they're right. Especially when they're right. Because right choices are often hard. And hard choices invite doubt. So expect doubt. Not to be controlled by it. To be aware of it. When doubt comes, don't panic. Just remind yourself of the truth. They deceived me. They hid things from me. They were not honest. I deserve better. Remind yourself. Not to be angry. To be clear. Clarity defeats doubt. Not once. Every time doubt rises. Remind yourself. And keep walking. Not because you're sure. Because you're clear. Clarity is better than certainty. Certainty says, I know the future. Clarity says, I know what is true right now. And right now, the truth is that they deceived you. And you deserve more. So walk away. Not in certainty. In clarity. Not in perfection. In truth. Not in fear. In faith. Walk away. And trust that clarity is enough. Don't scroll. Stay with me. We're halfway through part 2. Here is the sixth thing you need to understand about walking away. You will need support. Not from them. From others. You cannot do this alone. Not because you're weak. Because humans need each other. Find someone to talk to. A friend. A counselor. A support group. Someone who will listen without judging. Someone who will remind you that you're not crazy. Someone who will hold space for your pain. You need support. Not because you can't handle this. Because you weren't meant to. I created you for community. For connection. For sharing burdens. So get support. Not by hiding. By reaching out. Not by pretending you're fine. By admitting you're not. Not by being strong. By being honest. Get support. And let others help you carry this weight. It is too heavy for you alone. I know. I designed you. And I designed you for community. So get support. Not tomorrow. Today. Reach out. There is someone who loves you and wants to help. Let them. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the seventh thing you need to understand about walking away. You will be tempted to go back. Not because going back is right. Because it's familiar. Familiar is comfortable. Even when it's painful. Your brain knows the patterns. Knows what to expect. Knows how to survive. Change is scary. Even when it's good. So you will be tempted to go back. Not because you should. Because you're scared. Don't go back. Not because you're angry. Because you're wise. Wisdom knows that going back will only lead to more pain. The person has not changed. Not in a few days. Change takes time. And you don't have to wait for them to change. You can move on. Not because you don't care. Because you care about yourself. And caring about yourself means not going back to what hurt you. So when the temptation comes, resist. Not in your strength. In mine. Pray. God, help me resist the temptation to go back. Help me remember why I left. Help me stay strong. I will help you. Not because you deserve it. Because I am faithful. Ask for help. And I will give it. Freely. Fully. Now. Ask. And resist. And keep walking. Don't scroll. We're almost through part 2. Here is the 8th thing you need to understand about walking away. You will heal. Not overnight. But truly. Healing is not the absence of pain. It is the presence of peace. Not the absence of memories. The absence of their power over you. Not the absence of questions. The presence of trust. Trust that I am working. Even when you can't see it. Especially when you can't see it. I am working. Healing you. Not from love. From deception. Not from your capacity to love. From your fear of loving again. Not from your heart. From the scars on it. Healing is coming. Not because you deserve it. Because I am good. And good heals. So walk away. Not in despair. In hope. Not in fear. In faith. Not in doubt. In trust. Walk away. And let me heal you. One day at a time. One step at a time. I am with you. And I am healing you. Even now. Especially now. So walk away. And heal. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is what I want you to take with you. They hid this big thing. Even when you both were having the best moments. Now you must walk away. Not in abandonment. In self-preservation. Not in giving up. In growing up. Not as an end. As a beginning. You will grieve. You will doubt. You will need support. You will be tempted to go back. But you will heal. These are not predictions. They are promises. Promises that walking away is the right choice. Not the easy choice. The right choice. And right choices lead to life. Not easy life. Real life. Life with peace. Life with joy. Life with honesty. That life is coming. Not because you deserve it. Because I am good. And good gives. So walk away. Not in fear. In faith. Not in anger. In wisdom. Not in bitterness. In hope. Walk away. And trust that I am with you. Every step. Not watching from a distance. Walking beside you. Every step. Even the steps that feel like going backward. I am with you. And I am leading you forward. Not quickly. But surely. One step at a time. Take the next step. Not the perfect step. The next step. And I will be with you. Breathe. Put your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. I put it there. I am keeping it beating. I am not going to stop. And neither should you. Because walking away is not the end. It is the beginning. The beginning of healing. The beginning of hope. The beginning of honesty. So walk. Not in fear. In faith. Not alone. With me. Walk. And I will lead you home.